Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dragonbane at the Adventure Archive. We are continuing with the Secret of the Dragon Empire campaign, episode number 24. Happy to have you here. Don't forget to like the stream if you're watching right now, or if you're watching the VOD in the future. We appreciate the support. Before I begin, I gotta thank some people, particularly the musicians, because that's what we're listening to right now. Andreas, thank you for the Dragonbane soundtrack, which Free League provides free of use to stream to your heart's content, as well as Noel and Heimat der Katastrophe. You can find the links to both of those things down in the description. Thank you, Patrick P. I, in fact, just updated my Dragonbane system right before the stream, so hopefully it doesn't cause any technical issues. And that's it. So let's talk about what happened last week, in case you guys missed it, just to refresh myself and the players. So, you guys at Darrow's Cottage, formerly the Cottage of Antilia, parted ways with Morning Cloak as well. He was gone when you guys woke up. And you guys decided to go check out the horses because you had left the horses tied up in the forest for at least a day or 2 days, I can't remember. And upon arriving at the bridge, the broken bridge that is spanning the river, where the tokens are right now, Joey, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. You guys encountered a strange beast of the likes you have never seen. And it is a panther-headed, kind of cat-like creature with bat-like wings. To my knowledge, I think nobody has ever seen one of these creatures before. But this creature spoke to you, asking for your help. And you guys decided to help this creature across the river, back again from the rowboat that you left tied there. And you found a skirmish happening in the woods with an older man who was surrounded by these brigands, it appeared. And after defeating them, you guys sat down to lick your wounds. And there was a mysterious blood rain and the sky fell dark. And you guys decided that it was in your best interest to get the hell out of this forest once the sun rose again. So that's what you did. But before that completely went down, Day smelled smoke. She smelled the fire, which led you guys outside of the forest, down the path toward Outskirt. And in fact, you did see that Outskirt itself was burning. There was a massive black plume of smoke rising from it. And you guys were, I guess, racing toward it, perhaps, on the road. And Day tripped in her eagerness over a turtle, an overturned turtle. And that's how we ended it last time, where we found a mysterious message that only Lewey could recognize. So Lewey, you lean over. I guess you pluck this message free, this accordion-like origami-folded message from the turtle's back. And tell us, what does Lewey find?
Well, so it's a letter, and it's sealed with a, I would say like this like waxy substance, but it's not necessarily wax. It's bendy. It's almost like a rubber. And the seal is a turtle shell with a set of like prints in it. And the prints are frog-like. But frogs aren't... Are frogs, like, common animals around here?
Yeah, of course. But I guess are these frog prints perhaps larger than a normal frog, I guess, right?
Well, not on the seal.
Oh, okay.
They would be just like a small detail.
Okay.
But Louie's gonna show everybody, and
I feel like I recognize this seal, but does anybody else? Anybody? No?
Let me see it. Let me see it. Reginald
Okay.
says.
he's gonna hand it off.
No, this doesn't look like any sigil I've ever seen. Hands it back.
Let me see.
He's gonna hand it.
Do I know?
Where it would be from?
Yeah.
I guess we didn't talk about this. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. This hypothetical place outside of the Misty Vale, that I don't have a name for because I didn't make it up. Yeah, sure. I guess you recognize it, and that's between you and you and Louis to describe.
I guess you would recognize it if we've been traveling for a while. Louis being kind of the dope that he is, he's probably forgotten it. So what that seal is going to be is, as I'm making it up as I go, that seal is going to be kind of like an emblem of royalty, but from a land way far away.
Okay.
Where Louis's from, and it's actually the seal of royalty for the court that Louis and his kind of traveling troupe of entertainers would perform for. And so Louis, or I guess Cerriel would tell Louis that, because Louis wouldn't have no idea.
Okay. She'll tell you where it's from then.
Cool. All right. And so Louis going to open it up. And he's going to start reading.
Dearest Louis, I regret to inform you that an important message is heading your way on the fastest steed that I could find available. Unfortunately, grave news has hit, and I must send a message to you to let you know that we request your presence back. Please, make it urgent and make it quick. Your family is in danger. Whoa. I have a family? Whoa. It's signed G. G? I don't know a G. Do I know a G? Well, there's Greg. No, it's not Greg. There's Jeff. Did he?
Did he hit his head in the fight an hour ago? What's going on?
Well, I don't really remember anybody with the name.
And there's going to be some rustling in the bushes behind Louis.
I like how Reginald's getting his kung fu hands up.
Yep.
Okay. And from the rustling, you're going to hear,
"And try the name Gideon, you fool." What? Gideon!
And out from the bushes leaps this majestic frog.
What in Sam Hill?
Oh, you fool! You don't remember me. The most memorable of the group, of course. 'Cause I, Gideon. Whoa! Gideon! Oh my gosh! I thought you died. Oh yes, of course you did. It's because I faked my own death. Whoa. Okay, well, you're not dead.
Now, mind you, Gideon is the same size as Louis. So you just have these two very small duck and a frog just bickering back and forth in front of you.
It's almost like we have a fairy tale happening before our eyes or something.
Yeah. And so Gideon's going to kind of explain further to Louis that in this kingdom, they received a ransom note and they can't locate Louis's family. Louis, being the kind of doofus that he is, didn't know he has a family. So he's not surely sure what he should be looking for, but he kind of feels this sense that, there's something more calling him to go. So he's gonna let Cerriel and the group know that, even though he has just met Day and Reginald. But he's gonna let them all know that even though he's leaving, it's not goodbye. It's just see you later. And he's gonna start walking along.
Okay, how does Cerriel? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, as Louis, I'm gonna say quite a ways away at this point. Reginald's or not Reginald. My bad. Gideon, the frog, is going to go.
The blasted fool! He forgot to fill me in on what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, so yeah, does Cerriel react? What exactly goes down in this moment as Louis starts to head off into the sunset, so to speak?
I guess before he leaves, I'll just question him a little. So you're leaving us, for family you don't even know you have.
I mean, yeah, because, well, family is the strongest bond. At least, well, that's what I read in a book. Or at least that's what Darrow read to me once in a book. And so, that kind of stuck to me. And, well, now that I have a family, I had this responsibility to find out who they are.
Fair enough. I might be running from my family, but you go find your family.
Once I find them, and if I find out that they're okay, I'll definitely come back and find you. In the meantime, I plan on publishing our adventures. We never talked about royalties or anything, but I'll go ahead and send you something. If you want money. Don't want money.
No.
I have a family.
Give your family the money.
Thank you.
And Louis is gonna walk away.
Okay, so Louis heads off, I guess, down this road to the southeast until he is out of sight. So yeah, so go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Did we still have the horses?
You do have the horses. You have the black horse and the white horse.
Because they were both Cerriel's horses, right?
One of Cerriel's horses, the black horse, belongs to the elf that is seeking her out that you guys stole, and she used companion to woo it to her.
Would Louis be able to persuade Cerriel to give him the horse?
Oh, damn. Which one?
The black one, I would think, yeah.
That you guys can hash it out.
Are you even big enough to ride a war horse? I do not think so.
Louis is gonna pull out this contraption that he that has, and it's an extension for a saddle, which is essentially like a little mini ladder that he climbs up, that he throws over the saddle. It may or may not be made out of bed sheets.
Oh, Louis. What are...
We could roll a persuasion roll.
Very expensive horse, by the way.
this?
Well, here the only issue too is that the black horse is bound to you, Cerriel, with a companion. So if
Yeah.
you are to, if you are
Yeah.
to cancel that thing, we don't know what's going to happen.
True. We don't know if he's gonna.
Because it's not
Actually
your
live
your
over.
horse. It belongs to somebody else. The only reason it's really with you is because you use your magic.
Yeah.
So something to consider.
Great point. I think if you're to take any horse, it should probably be my horse, since it is better behaved.
I could never do that. That's your horse. Not my horse. I can't.
Well, it's on foot or it's the white horse.
Gideon, can I take the turtle?
All right. And Louie's gonna pick up the turtle.
I'm gonna trade this in for possibly maybe a donkey. I hope. You keep your horse. I'm touched that you'd even offer.
And then Louie will walk away.
Okay. So viewers and listeners, meta, this is a character switch. So Ducky is changing characters over to Gideon. But again, just like Darrow, these characters still exist in this world. We had just kind of a switch up. We kind of like we ended season 1 last time with Darrow. And the story is pivoting, let's say. Same campaign, same goals. Well, with the exception of the personal goals that these players may have. But so that's where we are. So Gideon is now with the party. You guys are totally free to react however you want. Cerriel, Reginald, Day, have at it if you don't want this frog in your company or something.
Yes, let's get rid of him.
Oh God, who said that? Oh.
Wait, so
Are you a monster? I hate monsters. Please don't tell me you're a monster. Monsters usually don't talk.
I'm not a monster.
Okay. Ooh. That was a close one. I thought you were a monster there for a second.
Could have ended up really badly.
Yes, indeed. I am a monster hunter. Well, I hunt monsters.
Interesting, says Sir Reginald. Sorry, Cerriel, you were saying something?
So, wait, how do you know Louis?
You see, well, I was Louis's companion. I was his bodyguard. At one point, I was a chef. But yeah, it's a traveling companion.
And now you're our traveling companion?
Well, I mean, it's just kind of how our troop works. We kind of tag in and out. Louis's been going at it for a while. He's been on his trek for about 10 years. And so it's gonna be good to finally have him home. Lots have changed.
If you don't mind me saying, we could use an extra sword, perhaps, or an extra weapon.
Yeah, speaking of that, what do they see as Gideon is standing here? Like, describe Gideon to everybody.
So Gideon's gonna be wearing just some simple clothes. Not quite just like a cloth, but not really like armored or anything like that. You'd think a monster hunter would be, but no. And on his side, he's gonna have a whip coiled around, and on his back he has a staff. On the top of his head, he has a very large almost like sun hat. Kind of, it's twisted out of the reeds that you might find in a swamp.
Okay. All right.
That's it. No pants, nothing on his feet.
Well, that's part of the simple clothing, I would assume.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm guessing. Yeah, however you want the simple clothing to work. I guess mechanically, let everybody know who's watching and listening. What is your profession? Your technical profession, I guess.
Oh, yeah. So
Game-wise.
profession-wise, he is a scholar.
Scholar. So this is one of the unusual professions in this game. So there's like artisan, there's scholar, there's I don't know, there's some other ones that people don't generally gravitate towards. So this will be kind of cool to see how this plays out. So a scholar who is interested in learning about and hunting monsters, which you find yourself in the right place for that.
It's funny because kind of while rolling through the character creation, his weakness ended up being Monster Slayer. So he sees all monsters as evil and must be slain.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's
So
cool.
yeah, there's a real aversion to monsters there.
Are you interested in learning about them, or is it you only want to learn about them to slay them, to know how to dispatch them? Yeah, that's why?
That one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so Louis, turtle in hand, drift. He fades off into the haze, into the mists of the Misty Vale to the south. Four adventurers are standing on the road. The black smoke rising from Outskirt, what appears to be the center of Outskirt. What would you like to do? Yes.
So, is it like a thick, large plume, or is it like, oh, that's a chimney?
Something's on fire. That is what you assume. Yeah, it's much more than a chimney fire or chimney smoke.
Day is going to insist that they go to investigate. We have to help them.
Can we hear commotion?
You guys are still, let's see, how far away are you? Yeah, you're still like a good, 3 miles, 4 miles away?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you can't hear anything. There's on the outskirts of Outskirt, there's farmland. So there's a couple of farms around there and things like that before you get to the palisade walls.
I have to let you guys know that I am wanted. So there's somebody that I saw in this village last time that was trying to capture me and threatened my whole party, and now my whole party is gone. They don't know that I'm with you. Maybe you act like you don't know me in Outskirt. For your own safety.
Well, I mean that's easy for me because I don't know you. But about being wanted, don't worry. Louis is wanted in 14 different provinces, so we just we avoid those ones.
And we only met you 45 minutes ago or something. We don't really know you either.
All I'm saying is we should probably not hang out in Outskirt. I'll go separately. Maybe we meet up somewhere.
All right, splitting the party. Excellent. Well, should we go? There's a fire.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the plan? Does it sound like Cerriel wants to go first?
Sure.
second? Okay.
Although I have these horses.
Yeah, how's the horse situation? Are you taking one, leaving the other?
Yeah. Is there anywhere where I could tie my horse up, hide it outside of town?
Yeah, I mean, you could potentially, when you make your way to the outskirts of Outskirt, there's, like I said, there's some farmland, there's some little homesteads there, so there's some trees and all that. So if you want to hide it there, where you are now, there's copses of trees around. If you'd like to head off the road and find a place where you can, potentially hide your horse.
Okay, I'd like to do that, and then I'll ride the black horse in the outskirt.
Okay, so you're going to leave the horse out here somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
But before they leave that little copse of trees or whatever, Reginald is going to tell Day, "You're not coming in to the city with us. You're going to have to stay out here." "But Dad..." She doesn't say that. She gets really pissed off. "It's too dangerous. We don't know who's going to be there. We don't know who will be able to see you. So you're going to stay here with the horse. And we'll come get you when the coast is clear." "Alright. I don't like it." "What's gonna happen if you get injured?" "I'll manage. Don't worry. I've managed for 60 years before I found you. I'll manage for 45 more minutes. Don't worry." "Fine."
Don't worry, he won't get injured. He's with me, Gideon, certified monster hunter. That's a hunter of monsters, by the way, if you didn't know.
Right.
By the way, he has a charisma of 4. He's not made to be likable.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So
That was
the
my
way that
lowest roll.
Yeah. Wow. 4. Okay. So you are terrible at having conversation.
Just like real life, so it's perfect. It's the best role play I could do.
Okay. Cool. So is Day staying behind then with a horse? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys are on horseback. Are you running the horses into town? Is that the idea?
They're
And
not.
which part? Oh yeah, that's right. So Cerriel, you're racing toward town on the black horse. And then Day, Reginald, and Gideon are just hoofing it. Okay. And which part of the town outskirt would you like to enter, Cerriel, since you were going to arrive first?
I guess the closest. This one.
The southern area? Okay.
Well, where does it look like the smoke's coming from? Can I tell?
Kind of center-ish town, like I guess northern center.
Just
Like
yeah.
around here-ish.
Hmm.
So you could there's a northern entrance if
Yeah,
you
maybe I'll
wanna
put it in
go that way. Okay. We will rush forward in time, and you make it to the northern entrance, and you see the air is just thick with smoke rising. It's billowing from the center of Outskirt. When you enter, when you pass through the gates, everybody's running around. You hear screaming, shouting. People are carrying buckets of water, and you're following their path right when you pass through the gates on this black horse, and you see the Three Stags Inn ablaze. And it's just absolute chaos. There's not a lot of people who live in Outskirt, but it almost feels like the entire populace of Outskirt is running around trying to stop this fire.
I'm gonna be looking around, trying to see if I see the elf.
Okay. No, you don't. But it's pretty chaotic. Everybody's kicking up dust. There's smoke on the streets. People are coughing, running around. Children are crying, but you do not see an elf at the moment.
Hmm.
And I'll put your token on the map here. So you're about right here.
Is this a new map?
I just sort of added some things on top of the old one to make it look like it's on fire.
And you don't have your horse, right?
No, I do.
Yeah,
Well,
you're on the black
my
horse.
I have the black horse.
Oh, okay.
That was probably stupid, honestly. But
You're riding the horse he rode in on.
yeah. I'm kind of a target at this moment. Where's the blacksmith's like across the street from the inn, right?
Right here.
Would the blacksmith have arrows?
Yeah, potentially.
Okay, can I go over there?
Yeah. So you go over there and you're almost kind of you have to are you on horseback or you put the horse down or are you walking the horse? What are you doing?
I mean, I would be on horseback unless it's impossible to get through.
No, you can. Yeah, I'm just saying you have to be careful because there's people rushing back and forth trying to snuff this blaze that is bringing down the three stags. There's ash in the sky as you near, so you make your way closer to the smith. You hear. Go ahead.
Oh, is there anyone in there?
You kind of poke your head in and you don't see anybody. It's as if it's been abandoned.
Okay. Can I grab the closest person and just ask them, what is going on here? What happened?
Can't you see it's a fire? The inn's on fire. Let me go. I gotta help. And he runs off.
That's not very helpful. How are they helping? Like just with buckets of water?
Yeah, they're like carrying water over. They're taking. Some have bed sheets. Rushing in, trying to just. Some people getting dirt, throwing it on the fire. They're trying to scoop up dirt. You see a trail of people. Some of the palisade walls have been taken down. The closest to the inn, and they're just bringing wheelbarrows basically of dirt in, trying to throw it on the fire as well. So they're trying to do everything they can, which isn't much.
Do I see any of the people from the inn that I know?
Yeah, so you do see actually what's her, let me find her three stags, here we go. So you see Vagnhild. So you see her, and soot is covering her face because you remember her being the proprietor of this three stags. Her sleeves are rolled up. You can see her muscled arms, sweaty, soot covered. Her hair is in disarray. But yeah, she's kind of ordering people about, and then when she sees enough of them go inside, she gets to work herself trying to put the fire out. And she's in and out of this three stags. But she doesn't seem to notice you. Nobody's really paying attention to you. Everybody's very, very focused on this fire.
Okay. Is there a place over here by the blacksmith where I could tie up the horse? Like maybe behind the building or something?
Yeah. Definitely.
I want to do that and then run into the blacksmith and then grab arrows and then run to help out with the fire.
Okay. So what are you doing? Just grabbing buckets, falling in line, trying to recognize a pattern of what's going on here? Or are you trying to do
Yeah.
anything different?
I guess, yeah, I would just try to do what the other people are doing and kind of try to get as close as I can to the woman that I know and try to ask her what happened here. If she's willing to talk.
Oh, you're going to seek her out?
Well, you said she's in and out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm going to be helping, but if she comes out and I'm able to catch her attention, I'll ask her what happened.
Okay. So you catch her. I guess you like grab her by the arm and stop her. And she looks at you wide-eyed. You brought this upon us.
Oh, no.
So she grabs you by the shoulders. Help me! Someone help me! Get her! She's here!
Nice warm welcome.
All right, I'm going to take out my arrows.
You have arrows?
Shoot her. No, I'm just going. Yeah, I grabbed arrows from the blacksmith. I stole them.
Oh, you stole some arrows. Okay. All right, so she's holding on to you, holding onto your shoulders, screaming at others to come help, but they all seem to be very preoccupied with the fire.
What do you mean? How is this my fault? What happened? I wasn't even here.
You brought him. He came asking for you. When you left, he went crazy. He started destroying the place, set it ablaze when no one knew where you were. Hurry, come here! Are you going to try to get away, or are you just kind of talking to her?
Yeah, at that point I'll try to get away.
Okay. So why don't you roll me a strength, because she has a pretty heavy grip on you. And this will be opposed. So you got a 13. What is your strength?
10.
Okay, so you fail. So she has she holds on to you.
Can I push it?
Yeah, you can try to push it, yeah. Hurry! She's getting away! Okay, so you took a condition exhausted, is that what you took? Oh no, scared.
No, I'm scared.
Okay, so let me
No,
roll. Let me roll her. Hers is pretty low. Let's see if she can beat that roll. Oh, shit! So
Okay.
she holds you strong, rolling a 4. So a guy comes over. He is sweaty, soot-covered as well. You see gashes on his face. Vagnhild, there's no time for that. We must put out the fire. Leave her. We'll deal with her later. And she spits at your feet and lets go of you and returns to the fire.
All right. I will stop helping, and I'm gonna get on my horse, and I'm gonna ride into the sunset. And
Where are you going to try to
the end of the
ride?
campaign.
Where are you trying to ride out to?
I guess just
Back through the gate you came?
yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, there's nobody there. The gate is unmanned, so you're able to ride out. Well, actually, why don't you roll me a riding check? Because the streets are crowded. There are people running about. Let's see what happens here.
Great. My riding is not good.
Okay, but you succeeded with a 6. So you on the black horse, you barrel out of the northern gates. There are disgusted glances making your way as they see you riding this black horse. But you freely make it outside of the northern gate. And dotting the distance, quickly approaching, you see the people you left, Reginald, Day, and Gideon, on the path.
I'll ride up to him.
Okay.
I can't go in there. They all hate me. They're blaming this on me. I don't know what you want to do, but I can't be there right now.
They're blaming the fire on you?
Yes. The people...
You were not there. You've been fighting with us for the last...
I said... I told them that, but... I guess... the person who is hunting me down got angry and set the inn ablaze. And they're blaming me.
Well, I've never been to Outskirt, so I could go in, I could help.
You could.
And perhaps I can find out some more information while I'm there.
Yes.
What if our small flying friend could drop water from above?
I am sorry, but I am very weak.
Wait, she's hiding, isn't she? In the trees?
Yeah, she's
Yes.
hiding with a horse.
So you just hear a voice from above. I'm not going to do that. I can barely carry my sleeping pelt. In fact, Reginald has almost all of my inventory. But Reginald is gonna start moving in the direction of the fire. The north
Okay.
gate. You
So
stay there, Day! And he starts running.
Okay, he's running toward the fire. What is Gideon doing?
Gideon is going to do the same thing. But
Okay.
Instead of running, I am trying to find my character sheet. I'm going to leap in order to get a better vantage point to see just how bad the fire is.
Okay. How does leaping work? I know that's
so
your
frog
ability,
people-
right?
Yeah. It costs 3 willpower points. I can jump as far as my movement horizontally or half my movement vertically.
So you can jump a total of, what is it, 10? So 5 meters? Is that right? No way.
Yes. I think so. Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty damn tall. So yeah. I guess you make it to the gate, you make it to the side of the gate. You leap up into the air and you do see that it appears to be that most of the fire is concentrated on the rooftops. Perhaps some of the rooms up there.
Okay. Gideon's gonna yell down that it seems like the fire's originating from upstairs.
Oh, I sense a dramatic moment.
All right, so all of you guys, I guess, rush in if you'd like through the north gate. Is that what everybody would like to do? Or are you kind of staying
They
outside the
are
gate?
in the back of the horses.
Yes. So it's
So
Reginald and Gideon.
runs in. Gideon runs in. You guys end up the north gate. Cerriel, what did you say you were doing?
I'm going with Day back to the horse.
Oh, you're going to flee back to the horse. Okay, so you are way up here somewhere.
They
Okay.
don't, you know.
All right, so Reginald and Gideon, you enter the town. Like I said, the blaze, the air is thick with smoke, and ash is spilling about everywhere through the air, tumbling about. Everything is in chaos. People are running around trying to do whatever they can to stop this fire.
Oh, the game is paused, or I would run to the inn.
There you go. So you're gonna run to the inn, okay?
Yes, I'm gonna try to grab a bucket and start. If it's
Helping?
sand in the bucket, I'll just throw that. But
Okay.
I want to know if there's someone still in the inn.
So people are. So you were trying to ask somebody?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess you catch somebody in the line quickly and ask, and they tell you they don't know.
Well, you are of no use then.
Yeah, everybody's
Is-
frantic. They're not in their right mind. They're just, yeah.
Is the entrance on fire?
You see smoke coming out of it, but there is no flames that you see.
All right, he's going to mask up
Oh, man.
and head inside.
Okay. So you head inside, yeah. So you're going to probably have to do a a con check. So what would you like to do as you rush inside as smoke is thick in the air?
Well, so he's
Potentially going to
keeping
be-
low. He's seen Backdraft, the movie, and he's going to keep low. He's looking for survivors.
Okay. So yeah, you run inside. You see the common room. You see chairs scattered about, tables. One thing you do notice, though, it looks as if some of the tables were hacked. You being a warrior, a fighter, you recognize the strikes of blades easily, and it appears as if these tables have been cut in half or into pieces by the blades of a large sword.
So this was someone wanted this place to catch on fire. If there's no one in this room,
Yeah, you don't see anybody with the exception of the people who are running around trying to either pull stuff out that's ablaze, put little fires out that are starting.
and I can see the stairwell going
Yep.
up.
Yep. And you see
that's
flickering
where-
light coming from that.
That's where I'm going then.
Okay. All right, you run up the stairs. As you're running up the stairs, Gideon, what is Gideon doing?
So Gideon is still outside, seeing that the fire was originating from upstairs and that Reginald went in downstairs. He's going to leap again, but he's going to try to leap into the window that has the least amount of smoke coming out of it.
Okay, so you're going to try to make it to the second level then.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say you find a window that has, the window is shattered, but there's not a lot of smoke coming out of it. You make it inside. There's no fire in here.
What kind of is this just like a standard bedroom?
Yeah, it seems like a standard bedroom. There's a bed. There's a wardrobe. It's pretty sparse though. Other than that, and it looks like somebody had stayed here. The sheets are mussed, and the door is wide open.
Is there smoke coming in from the door?
Yeah, there's smoke it's kind of just everywhere, but it's coming in from the door. It's clinging to the ceiling, but you are coughing because it is, even though it's not thick where you are, it's still there, still present.
Gideon's gonna start calling out for survivors as he starts to make his way out of the room.
Okay, so you start going into the room. You go into the hallway, and you see a friendly face barreling toward you, although it is covered, I guess, with some kind of cloth. as Reginald himself dashes down the hall in your direction. You don't see anybody else, though. You don't hear anybody crying for help. You do distinctly feel heat coming through from some of the rooms to the side with the doors that are closed.
Old man, a flaming inn is no place for you. That's a health risk.
I have an axe. Swing.
And I have a whip.
He's gonna try to break down the closest door that is closed.
Okay, so why don't you roll me? So everything in this game, as we know, has hit points, even objects. So why don't you roll me an attack roll, and let's see how much. Actually, you don't need to roll me an attack roll. You can just roll me whatever the damage is on your axe, and we'll see what you get. Okay, 11. You break this door in two. Half of it is dangling on the hinges, and fire just spews out, singeing your white eyebrows. Why don't you roll me a con check as smoke and fire billow in your face?
Roll of 8. Alright.
Well, con really is what I'm looking for. That's fine. So 4. Okay. So yeah, you are able to not choke on the smoke and heat that is coming at you. Gideon, what would you like to do as you see that Reginald breaks this door down?
So I actually have a question first.
Yes.
So even though he broke down the door with his damage, I see that Reginald on his sheet, kind of like Gideon, he has a damage bonus from strength. Does that not get added automatically when you roll damage?
That's because I didn't actually roll damage. I just rolled 2d8 and forgot to add the bonus die.
That's okay.
But does it? No, I was just wondering if it adds the bonus die automatically. Because when I was test rolling last night,
it will if you roll for damage. But I didn't roll for damage. I just did it manually.
Yeah. So
will.
if you were to click axes, I just did. He didn't need to actually roll an attack roll because it's a door and he's going to totally hit it. It was more about just getting the damage. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just because when I was doing like mock attack last night, it didn't seem to be adding it. But
oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll have to look into that.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't have any of the bonuses with Louis, so I was like, I want to make sure I like get these.
Yeah,
ones right.
your bonus should be with agility. Although I see it's with strength. I don't know why it says D6 strength.
I think it's because my strength is higher than. Yeah, my strength is my highest compared to my agility.
Well, okay, so it's because staves is agility, which you don't have a bonus in. So if you have a staff using that, you don't get a damage bonus.
Oh, okay, so it has to be a strength-based weapon.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Hello, says Reginald. Is anyone in here?
So you don't hear anything whatsoever except the blazing fire. At the very center of the room, you see that the bed is on fire. The fire is crawling up the walls. But nobody is here that you can see.
He goes to the next room and starts hacking at that door.
Yeah, as this happens, someone shoulders past you, carrying a bucket of water or dirt or something, and starts flinging it at the fire. So you break down another door. Why don't you roll me damage and let's see what happens. Okay, that's enough. So it's a very weak door. So you break this one down. It stays on its hinges though. Same thing, but less fire here, less smoke. No screams, no bodies that you can see. Just fire crawling up the walls. It's lesser here, though. You see some drapes on the window ablaze. They're reaching up toward the ceiling. but it hasn't quite caught everything on fire quite yet.
Hmm.
It appears as if maybe some kind of a bit of the conflagration reached in through the window, perhaps, and got the broken window, I should say, and caught the drapes on fire.
Is there a room that's not on fire?
Yeah, the one that Gideon came out of.
He will make a mental note of that.
Okay.
Are there more locked doors that needs to be
there's 2 more
forcefully
locked
opened?
doors. You do think, though, however, if you were to take those drapes down, perhaps you might stop some of the fire.
Oh, crap. He rushes in and pulls the drapes down.
Okay, so yeah, you easily put out the fire in this room that was about to blaze up to the walls and the ceiling. Okay. So you're going to try to break down another door?
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't you roll me some more damage? As you throw your axe into this thing. 7 is enough. So yeah, you break this one open the similar way. It's intact, but you knock it open. This one is kind of in the same state as the last one. Fire about to start, not quite yet destroying the entirety of the room.
Alright. I rush in. I don't need to do the voice. I rush in and stomp on the fire.
Okay, so yeah, you easily stop this fire as well. You see more people. You hear like the thumping of boots outside in the hallway. Everybody appears to be concentrating on the room that you left that was ablaze.
Oh, I am such a hero. And yeah, I mean, he's gonna go through all the doors.
Okay, yeah, you go through all
break
of the
them all.
doors. The other one you find there's no fire whatsoever in yet.
Okay. Well, if he doesn't find any survivors, which is good, he's gonna check on Gideon.
Okay.
You're
Yeah,
a
what's Gideon
frog.
up to?
You're all damp all the time. Maybe this will dry you out. It's not good for you here.
I know my pores are just god awful.
Yes. It doesn't seem like we have, well, we don't need to rescue anyone. Actually, we should go back to that room that you came in through.
I agree. Much less fire there. I like that.
Okay, you guys start dashing toward that room, and you hear a commotion. You hear what sounds like items breaking, people falling, shouting, "Get out! It's falling!"
Fuck. Are we in that room, or are we?
You are in the room, and you hear this. Yeah, this person screaming. Other people are screaming. The window is broken open. Smoke is flowing out of it like black water.
Reginald dives out the window.
Oh shit! You know it's 2 stories up, right?
I'm an old man. It's fine.
I'm gonna have to look up falling damage. Okay.
Yes.
So, what is Gideon doing as Reginald dives out?
Wishing he had one more will point to leap to save Reginald.
Okay.
So this room is now currently on fire, right?
It's starting to become on fire, yeah. You can see that whatever fire in that main room that was a furnace, basically, is starting to creep in across the ceiling and make its way here.
Out in the hallway or in this room, would we happen to have noticed any of the like axe marks that Reginald noticed down on the first floor?
You didn't notice anything.
Okay.
Are you trying to look around? You can search the area if you like. But, you know, again, a fire is catching
Wait,
quickly.
the whole building is collapsing.
Well, something is collapsing, yeah.
I guess I was just more asking, like, as we went in and then are coming out, if he would have noticed anything. Not that he's actively searching.
Well, no, you didn't really know. I mean, so Reginald noticed it downstairs in the common room. But up here, you didn't really notice anything out of the ordinary outside of, you know, a fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, if Gideon didn't notice anything like that, then he's not going to think twice about just hopping out the window.
Okay, so Gideon, I need you to roll me an acrobatics check, please.
Reginald.
Oh yeah, sorry, Reginald.
No.
And that is going to be, let's see, a number of d6s of bludgeoning damage equal to half the height of the fall. So you leaped, what, 5 meters?
No.
So,
I would say that each story is 2 meters.
so 4 meters, so then 2.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, 2d6 you are going to take unless you succeed in your acrobatics.
And because I have plate armor, I will take a bane on this acrobatics roll.
Man.
I don't know why you need to roll the damage before. It seems ominous.
It's low damage, though.
Not a problem.
Oh,
That's
you
a 3.
succeeded. Okay, so you only suffer 2 points of damage. Your old bones are willowy, and I don't know. They don't snap like twigs as you shoulder your way onto the ground.
Ow. Ow.
Did you want me
That's
to roll in acrobatics as well?
Yeah, why don't you roll me in acrobatics? Okay, you failed with a 15. Would you like to push the roll?
No,
I
I'm
like how
okay.
you're a... what is your acrobatics anyway? Let's see.
Not great.
Wow, and you're a frog.
I know.
It's 10. I
It's
guess
just
it's like middle of the road, yeah. It's a little better than
Louis
average.
could swim and he was a duck.
Yeah, the irony, the irony, the irony. Okay, so you fail. You're not pushing. You're going to take... Oh, shit. So you, ironically, being the slender frog you are, come crashing to the ground and take 10 points of damage.
Wow.
That hurts. Oh, wow, you have 13 hit points total.
Not anymore.
So you
Total.
really... So as this is going on, Reginald, you're dusting yourself off. What little dust you need to dust off because you had such a smooth landing. You see Gideon like just hit the ground like a rock, like a bag of bones, basically, just crumpling to the ground. You see part of the roof above you start to collapse, and it's almost as if the inn itself is starting to fold in.
Reginald grabs Gideon and pulls him away. I'm not really sure if we landed on the street or in like the
You're
back
kind of on
alley.
the back area. Yeah, you're in the back area.
Yeah, so he's gonna grab Gideon and pull and as far away as they can.
Okay, so are you running away from the inn, basically?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll say you kind of make your way along this narrow walkway toward this mysterious hut, or you can go across to this ruin, down the stairs to the other side. It's up to you guys, whichever way you want to go.
Reginald is gonna go towards the mysterious hut.
Oh, okay. So you make it there. It's clear of the smoke. It's empty. That's where you find it empty.
Loot. No. But it's on a hill, so
Yeah.
we get a better vantage point, I guess, watch the building collapse.
Yeah, so you're standing there, sparks are flying, flames are rising higher and higher and higher, and the building begins to slowly collapse entirely. Are you guys just going to wait it out?
I imagine that there's a lot of smoke billowing out that we probably don't want to inhale.
Yeah, you see a few brave souls, burly men climbing to the topmost rooftop, dumping the buckets that they carried overhead, slung over on their backs, dousing some of the flames there. And he throws up his arm, and that kind of bolsters the rest of the crowd. Some more people are climbing the walls, and it appears as if they save this half right here after a time.
We're on top of a hill, right?
Yeah, you guys are down here.
Gideon's gonna look around. Is there anybody who kind of sticks out? Who kind of seems like maybe they're not helping, or like... Yeah, I
No,
guess like...
you don't see anybody. Everybody seems to be gathered around here. There's either onlookers, there's children who were just, obviously not participating in the trying to save the inn. But other than that, you don't see any mysterious people who are just kind of standing about.
Okay.
And Cerriel, what is Cerriel doing? Just kind of hanging out with Day?
Look, I can juggle.
She's gonna kind of give like a courtesy laugh, but she's scared and she is feeling very sad and negatively about this whole situation. She feels a lot of guilt and like shame. She was trying to help, but they don't want her around. So she's just feeling very pessimistic about this whole thing.
Okay. So as the fire completely goes out and the inn is a wet, smoldering mess of ash, you hear weeping. You hear conversation. You see some wounded people gathering at the front. They're, again, exhausted, collapsing to the ground. You see a couple of those dwarves that I guess you guys didn't recognize them. But you see a male and female dwarf just outside of the smithy, and they're kind of embracing. You can see they're sharing a moment of sadness as they watch or they look at what is left of the Three Stags Inn. And you start to see a lot more of that. People are joining in groups and mooring over the structure.
No one saw us come in with Cerriel, right?
No, she was outside. You guys went in alone.
Gideon is gonna mention that and say that we should try to gather as much information as we can and bring it back out to them before we head out.
Yes, I agree. And you should seek treatment for your grievous wound.
You're right. But did you see that almost front flip I did? It was so cool.
Yes, it looked awesome. I was on the ground. I was laying down on the ground. Looked very cinematic, I have to say.
That
come
makes
now.
it worth it.
So as you guys are sitting here or standing here having this conversation, you hear a yawn behind you.
Monster!
Oh God, where?
Emerging from the hut is a strange-looking old man Let me find his image. He
He's
looks
bald.
like he is bald. Yes, he is. Here he is. He clearly has no teeth. He is a withered prune of a man. Deep set eyes, which you cannot see. He's kind of hunched over, scratching the small of his back as he ambles out toward you.
Well, what's going on out here? Smells like a fire.
And he rubs his eyes.
Oh dear. Oh dear,
Yes.
oh dear, oh dear. What?
Someone torched that inn over there.
Who would do
Are
such
you?
a thing?
I don't know. Don't look at me like that. Who are you?
I am called Draneth. I am the healer here.
Oh,
Some call me a wise man, but I don't argue.
are you a magic healer?
I've been known to dabble, yes, yes, yes.
Well, can you take a look at my friend over here?
Oh. Oh. I haven't seen one of your kind since I was but a boy.
No, I don't mean just look at him. I want you to heal him.
Oh, he does look worse for wear.
Gideon's
Well,
shoulders just really
my,
dislocated.
My skills aren't free, sir. Do you have coin, perhaps?
I have a few silver, if that is what you're asking for.
I've got 5 silver.
Ah, that will do, that will do. Hand it over, Master Frog.
Hold on, I would like to barter with you, you old
There
man.
is no bartering here.
Oh, I really want to, though.
What are you going to try to do? Are you just literally telling him you want to barter with him? You want to try to
Yes,
are you
well,
trying
I'm
to
gonna...
talk him down from 5 silver?
Yes, I'm gonna invoke, like, your city needs you. This is not a time for greed. You have to be generous in this time of utmost need.
Okay, well, why don't you roll me a persuasion?
I'll roll bartering, if you don't mind.
Okay, you can roll bartering if you would like. And let's see what happens.
Could I help?
Well,
No
he succeeded
need.
anyway. He
My
succeeded
young
anyway.
friend.
You make a good point, young man.
I'd say
I
that's 3 silver.
I will agree with you. 3 silver. Very well.
So you hand over 3 silver. And he has healing.
I'll pay for it, by the way.
Okay.
Oh,
he has-
I never offered.
Heal wounds. So he casts heal wounds.
He's candy. Oh.
And you gain back 7 HP as the magic of his touch reinvigorates your soggy flesh, frog flesh.
I thought it was going to get back 2 HP, and I wanted a refund.
So after he heals you, he starts to amble down toward the gathering in front of the 3 stags.
I think we follow him and try to ask around if they saw who did this, when it happened, if they saw the perpetrator. Is he still in the city? Did he leave the city? Did someone see him or her?
Yeah, so you're just going to find, you're going to just try to find a random person. standing about? Or
They're
are you
all
looking for
random
anybody-
to Reginald.
Right. Are you looking for, you know, like a man, a woman, a child, anything in particular, or just anybody?
Grab a small child. Now you tell me. No. I guess I'm looking for people with aprons who might have some sort of connection to the inn.
Aprons. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. You definitely see some people. So you approach a young woman who looks like... Let me find her art. Yeah, here we go. You find this woman with kind eyes, but they are ringed in soot and sweat. She has sunken features. She looks very exhausted. She keeps wringing her hands in front of her, trying to clean the soot that will just not come off.
Tell me, young lady, what happened here?
Oh, there was an outsider came here. An elf. He was very kind. He paid handsomely for his meal in his room. But in the morning something strange happened. He came down shouting, cursing, breaking things. I sent some of my men up to go see what was amiss, and, well, they did not fare so well.
They were killed?
Not killed, nearly killed. Draneth over here, and she nods to the old man who's just kind of staring at what the remains of Three Stags Inn. He helped them. They're mending well. And she nods to him and thanks again. And this elf, he comes down the stairs and he takes this sword off his back and just starts hacking everything to pieces. If the patrons didn't jump out of the way, I fear they would have felt his blade as well. And he kept shouting. Someone named Cerriel.
Never heard of that name.
Oh. Yes, he, I can only assume that she was the elf that dined with him the previous evening. I remember there was a halfling, there was a wolfkin, there was a mallard, and there was an elf. And she
They dined they dined at the inn together.
Yes, it was strange. Earlier in the day, he came in asking for a young elf. And I vaguely remembered one earlier on, and I said, yes, she had been here before, and he decided he would wait. He somehow acted like he knew she would return here. Strange. Maybe they have a connection of some kind. I mean, they do look a lot alike, actually. Look of the same hair.
Yes.
Same
The elves, they
skin.
all look alike to me. I can't tell them apart half the time.
Well, anyway, I never got her name, but I can only assume it was her he was seeking. And when she was gone, he was very upset, as you see. He destroyed the place. He went to the stable boy to get his horse, and his horse was gone. And that's when things really went south. He grabbed some of the lanterns inside, threw them to the ground. It started a fire. No one could hold him off. He was a great warrior. Any man who tried to approach just shied away from his blade.
I see. And where's this elven hooligan now?
He took one of the horses we have. They were staying in the stable.
A horse thief too.
And he fled. I can only assume looking for her. And by that time, the fire had reached the second level. We couldn't put it out.
What gates did he go through?
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't follow him. I was busy trying to keep this place from burning to the ground, and you can see that nothing I did helped. Nothing any of us did helped.
Yes.
Now my
well,
livelihood
at least I checked the upper floor. There are no one died up there.
Oh well.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your bravery.
Oh, feels good.
Yeah.
To be recognized. All right. He's gonna let her get back to whatever she's doing.
Okay.
Are there any like watchmen? Anyone who might have been like stationed at the gates? He wants to know what direction.
Okay, so you're gonna go find somebody. Yeah, you go find somebody else, and it is this guy. You find this strapping middle-aged man with a scarred face. He as well as covered in soot. He looks exhausted. He's shirtless though. It is hanging in tatters around his waist, and you can see that his body is also pretty well cut up. So you find this man.
Yes.
Yes, what is it you need? You can see I'm quite busy here.
Yes. Well, I just want to know the elf that set the inn on fire. Where did he go?
That bastard. The coward fled the south gate.
I see.
If he ever shows his face here again.
What is your name?
My name is Hardy. Now, if you'll excuse me, we have some literal pieces to pick up.
Yes. Yes, you do. Thank you. Goodbye.
So he goes back and, starts joining the rest of them and trying to clean stuff up. You see some other people, they're still dousing the smoldering remains of the inn with buckets of water. Some people are shoveling away the ash in wheelbarrows and dumping them presumably on the outside of the town. They seem to be funneling in that direction.
So, Master Gideon, it seems that we have found you a new monster to hunt.
Well, he sounds quite mean. He sounds quite monstrous. I usually don't see elves as monsters, but look at that inn.
Yes. Now, you don't know this Cerriel lady that we left with the horses, but she seems to be on the up and up. Of course, I've only talked to her for 2 hours or so at this point. But she seems honorable. I don't know, she helped us fight a bit. She threw a snake at a person who was trying to attack me. And I feel I owe her. If you'd like to come with me, we should go back and inform her and maybe set off.
I know if Louis kept her as company, then, she can't be bad people. Well, or entirely too bad people, or any worse than Louis, I should say. So, yeah, I'll go along.
Very good. And then I guess we head back to the horses and
The hidden area. Okay, yeah. So you guys, let me switch the map back. So yeah, you regroup with Cerriel at this copse of trees. Day is,
we're like over here somewhere.
Yeah. You're going to be over there. I'll move you guys. Somewhere over there. Yeah, so you approach them. They're very well hidden.
What happened? Is everybody okay?
I'm fine.
I almost did a front flip, and it looked really cool. I'll leave it there.
Are you injured? They asked from the treetop. Are you injured? Yes, I'm asking you. I don't know, wrong voice. I am asking you, yeah.
Oh,
Irish.
well, just a little bit, just a couple of scratches, a couple of bumps, minor abrasions, and a couple of bruises.
Are
Some
you
little wounds here and there, but otherwise I'm good.
Are you in need of healing?
If you're offering, I'll be taking.
Right, you are. Yeah. So she mumbles an ancient spell, Liam Neeson, and tries to heal you. And you get 8 hit points back.
How far away would you guys say you are from town?
Not very.
Not very, okay. So it's still within earshot, perhaps.
Well, would
Maybe.
have to be yelling very loudly,
Yeah.
I think.
Speaking of which, that's what you hear. You hear the shriek of a woman, and it appears to be coming from Outskirt or thereabouts in that direction.
Oh, for God's sakes.
What
You
does
gonna
the
run back?
shriek sound like though?
It sounds like a
agony.
woman frantically just screaming for help.
Yeah.
I think the owner of the inn returned.
And you see a dot, well, not a dot, but well, somewhat of a dot, a woman in the distance, it appears, where the shrieking is coming from. Day particularly hears this with her cat-like ears, and she dashes through the gate that you guys just left.
Does it look like anything's chasing her?
No. She appeared to come from one of the homesteads around Outskirt, on the outside of Outskirt.
Day is going to leap down from the tree, and actually she would have been on the ground already. She's going to rush to the lady's aid.
Okay.
And she's wearing her cloak, by the way.
So she's kind of hidden.
Yeah, at least the wings are.
So why don't you roll? Are you trying to be hidden?
No. I think she's just
Okay. She's just like whatever
instinct.
she is. Okay.
Yeah.
So she's gonna try to like run up to this woman as as she's enter or find her, because she did go through the northern gate. She had a bit of a head start, but you're gonna try to find her in the inside the walls of Outskirt.
Oh wait, she's inside the walls now?
Yeah, so she was outside screaming, and then she went inside the walls.
Oh. Yeah, that got lost in translation. My bad. Yeah, Day is not gonna run into the city.
Okay.
But Reginald is.
Ha, Reginald. Wow.
God damn it.
He's back.
With his
The
plate
knight
armor.
who helps all. So yeah, you make it inside there. You quickly find this woman because she is shrieking, she is sobbing, she is on her knees, clawing at the earth. You can see that some of the people who are trying to clean up, they're standing in awe, wondering what's going on. A few others approach her. You see this woman. Well, I guess you guys never saw her, but Cerriel did. So this woman you see kind of break away from the surrounding crowd and kneel down with this woman. Is Reginald keeping his distance, or is he approaching as well?
He wants to get close enough so that he can hear what is being said.
Okay. So you hear this woman between her sobs. They took him. Oh my God, they took my boy. They took my boy and then you hear the other woman that you're looking at right now on screen. She starts to ask, "What are you talking about, Rorik? Where is he?" And you learn that it sounds like in the commotion, when this fire, her young boy was taken by a group of individuals. Hooded individuals. Dark cloaks.
Reginald is going to approach. Where is this? From where? Point on the map.
So she looks up at you with just a tear-stained face, kind of taken aback because everybody else is kind of keeping their distance, sort of not knowing how to face the situation. And she holds up a shaking finger, and people like move out of the way of the direction of it. So she points her finger to the west, and anybody in the direction of her pointer finger separates almost as if it's, she's casting a curse upon them. And the way parts. And as if an omen of sorts, you see in that direction, the palisade wall, there's like a split. There's a little back alley between these two buildings. And through that, you see the wall knocked down. And the mists of Misty Vale are creeping through it.
Shit.
They took him that way. Oh, my boy, my poor boy. I'll do anything to get him back.
And this woman says, "Oh, sister,
We will see what we can do."
Reginald is gonna run back to the copse of trees again.
I love this. It's like Benny Hill.
Bye.
Yeah. Okay. So you dash back to the copse of trees.
God damn it! Give me a second. A boy has been kidnapped. The elven knight will have to wait. Let's ride, he says, hoping that the others will react.
Kidnapped by who? And who's this boy? And what?
I think I think some cultists may have taken a boy, used the fire as a distraction to kidnap a woman's son. We cannot let that stand.
Now there's cultists. Well, usually wherever there's cultists, there's grotesque monsters, and well, all monsters must go. So, all right, I'm in.
I am too.
Onward!
Gosh, Louis didn't say how
So,
much fun you guys were.
As you say onward, you are struck again, Reginald. You almost fall over, and you hear the voice that called you to the Misty Vale. And you hear, it says one word, and that word is sacrifice.
It wants you to sacrifice yourself. Sorry about that, but... Okay.
We don't hear this, right?
No, you see him kind of, I don't know, whatever Reginald does when he gets these odd visions.
Stumbles back. We must hurry.
Oh, old man, I think that's enough movement for today. You don't look so good.
Oh, that's just my everyday look. And he's gonna... We have 2 horses, right?
Yes.
So he's gonna try to climb one of them.
Okay.
Whichever is closest.
He can
On
climb
me,
the
eh?
white one.
What was that?
The white one.
I kind of wanted the war horse, but okay. Fine. Yes, so he climbs the white horse, and Day jumps... she jumps up and gets on, grabs his shoulders. Let's go! What are you waiting for?
Let's go.
So you guys know the general direction that this woman pointed from the inside of Outskirt. Are you guys gonna like follow the wall on the north end to eventually get to that point, or are you gonna go through the town?
Cerriel doesn't want to go through the town, if possible.
If Cerriel leads the way, we're gonna go through gonna go round. But if Cerriel
Yeah, you guys
dawdles,
can go- you
Reginald
guys can
is going to...
go- Yeah, you guys can go this way if you want.
Mm.
It's up to you though.
Cerriel, do you spurn your horse?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to lead the way.
Okay. So are you guys keeping to the wall of the outskirt, or are you keeping your distance, or what is the plan in
Keeping to the
proximity? Keeping to the wall. Okay, yeah, you follow the wall. You can hear again conversations, cursing, weeping, all of this stuff. You do see near the northern part, right? Actually, let me zoom out for everybody. So near the northern part, like somewhere over here, you see that part of the wall had been removed, and there's some people who are dumping ash and debris on the other side. So there's these big heaps of debris. And why don't you roll me a... Yeah, why don't you roll me a... let's see. It appears as if one of these individuals recognizes Cerriel, you or the horse or something like that. You can see a look of recognition on his face.
She draws
Sounds
her.
like an awareness.
Just takes him out.
You're guys gonna shoot
No
him
way.
down?
No. What do you want me to do?
Well, what do you tell me what you're trying to do? So you see this moment of recognition on this guy's face, And the wheelbarrow that he is pushing, he kind of loses his grip and it begins to slip from his hands as he's, you know, getting a good look at you. Are you just going to be like, whatever, and keep riding? Wave?
No. Yeah, I mean, there's not much we can do. We're trying to save this child. And maybe
Okay.
I'll like put my cloak up or something, but it seems like he's got a good look. Anyway.
Okay. So you guys continue to make your way. You finally make your way to the western area. And this is where you see that the woman pointed, because part of the wall has not just been removed, as you saw in the northern area, but has been knocked down completely. And there's footprints leading west.
How many pairs of footprints?
It's tough to say. The ground around here is pretty muddy. It looks like at least 3+ people.
Is there any prints that are not human?
All the prints you see look like they are made by boots.
Okay.
We're around here, or are we down?
Yeah, you guys are, I guess, more in that. Yeah, more in that area. But why don't you roll me a spot hidden, Gideon, as you're examining these tracks. Okay, you succeed. So you're down there in the mud, in the dirt, looking very, very closely. And you find something strange. It's kind of this bundle of, it almost looks like spines. So it's like a collection of spines, and they're tied in the center with twine tightly, so they don't slip out.
Are we talking like full-sized human spines?
No. Spines as in like pokey things.
Ah, okay. I've been playing too much Diablo.
So why don't you roll me a Myths and Legends? Ooh, look at that. Succeeded with a 2. So as you are examining these spines, rolling them over in your hands, your frog flesh goes tingly, because you recognize these spines as kind of a fetish of people who worship giant spiders. These spines, in fact, are from great spiders. So these people carry them around as kind of magical, like keepsakes. And so they kind of, some worship the spider, some view the spider as good luck. Some believe that it can grant wishes. But you've heard mysteries of these groups of people. And you know that often the spider needs something in return, if the legends are true. And the spider always loves a sacrifice.
Gideon's gonna show the spines to everybody, and I have good news and bad news. The bad news is I hope nobody likes spiders. The good news is there's gonna be monsters to kill.
I see.
And he'll also divulge all that information about the spider cult.
Okay.
Now, would that send any tingles up Cerriel's spine?
Spiders?
Spiders?
Yeah,
Like
giant spiders and children.
Yeah, I don't know. Why don't you roll me myths and legends and see if there's any more information that might come to mind.
Hmm.
Oh no, a 9. Would you like to push the roll?
No.
Okay. So yeah, you've heard of this. It sounds familiar. However, any other details outside of what Gideon has given you does not come to mind.
I mean, I have my own spider child experience, but I guess I don't know enough to tie those two together.
Yeah, you know that people around here, not around here, I should say, but around the world, the known world, your known world, worship all manner of things. So it's no surprise to you that there are some people who may worship a spider or seek the information that a spider may give, wishes they may grant, etc., etc.
Okay.
Where does or do the tracks lead? Further
They
west.
lead further west.
Yeah, Reginald is gonna steer his horse in that direction.
Okay.
Wonder if they lead to the giant spider on the map.
I know, there's a giant spider on the map. Might it lead that way?
What's the time of day at this point?
I would say it's probably... So you guys left morning time, probably midday-ish, I guess? Maybe a little bit early afternoonish. Maybe it's been a shift-ish.
Would that count as like a shift rest?
Yeah, if you guys want to, you mean a stretch rest?
Or stretch rest?
Well, no.
yeah.
So the way it works is a shift is basically when you sleep at night. So a shift rest is when you sleep at night. You can travel what three shifts in a day, I think, and you have to rest one of those shifts.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should
So
ride
you-
as fast as we can before nightfall.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So you guys are all on horseback, meaning you can travel a lot faster than on foot, which is, I believe it's 30 kilometers a shift. Is that right? Let's see here. Oh, I'm in the wrong book. Journeys.
Yeah,
To
30
travel
kilometers.
30 kilometers. Okay, so you guys can travel 30 kilometers in one shift. So you're here. Oh, you guys can travel. Yeah. You guys can make it a long way if you want to push.
All the way to the giant spider.
That would be 45 kilometers, so that would take 2 shifts of travel. So you'd reach there by nightfall if you'd like to just press on the entire way.
I mean, we're following the tracks, right?
Yeah, they come and go.
So I guess we're not. I mean, we're not consciously aiming for the giant spider on the map, I guess?
No, we don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just following the tracks, but as you guys go, presumably Cerriel is going to be the pathfinder
Yeah.
to keep finding her way or their way. What I need you to do is make a bushcraft roll. Are you going to go, are you going to push forward 2 shifts?
Oh,
Oh, I see.
was gonna-
So, yeah, Nub says travel 2 shifts per day, no penalty. Forced March is doing a 3rd shift. Okay, cool. Thanks, Nub.
I mean, I guess if we see tracks continuing. We're not gonna like stop along the
Okay,
way.
you succeeded with your bushcraft. Congratulations. It's probably pretty easy for you. So you find a nice path. You also continue to find hints of the tracks. So if you'd like to press forward on the second shift, I'll just say, I know I already said another shift pass, but let's just say if you guys want to travel 2 shifts, that would be your 2 shifts of the day. And nightfall will come.
I'll check with the party. How's everyone feeling? Shall we continue?
So you can make it to about here-ish. Oh yeah, let me zoom out. Sorry, stream. Sorry, video watchers.
We've already rested for a stretch
Wait, we have.
today. Yes. We did that after the first fight.
Oh. Like last week.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, Gideon hasn't. Gideon's new to the party.
Correct. But we can, if we're taking a short rest, Cerriel can get rid of her condition at least.
Yep.
Can we take a short rest and then ride another shift?
Yeah, we have to take a short rest now because Gideon's already rolled to get his.
Well, it's only one. What is
resources
it?
back.
One stretch rest per, or shift rest, right? Per. I'm getting them backwards, aren't I?
Well, I mean, we can do like a narrative. Just sit down for 15 minutes and let Ducky get some stuff back, and then.
Yeah. So you guys make it. Let's just say. You make it around here-ish. So you travel across the lands of the Misty Vale, keeping an eye on these tracks as they pop up. You don't find any more spider fetishes, though, Gideon. But Cerriel, you do recognize a landmark passing to the north that you have visited once before. And it has this ominous feeling, or this ominous appearance as you pass by. It is the burial grounds of Rittermound. And it's almost as if these burial mounds are calling to you, whispering, as if they recognize you.
Mm.
And in the corner of your eye, you think you see movement.
Oh, God.
But then when you look, there's nothing there.
Mm. I don't like it here. I think we should keep going.
Yeah, and you, Gideon, and I guess Day and Reginald, you can see Cerriel's unease at the side of these burial mounds that are wreathed in mist. It's as if she's been here before.
Yes.
Hey,
15 minutes. That's all.
thank
We're
you.
only
Yeah, I
sta-
had to tie my shoe.
Yeah. After 15 minutes, we pack up and get going.
Okay.
Should probably
So-
eat something as well.
Yeah, you guys
We do that.
continue your journey. Why don't you roll me another bushcraft check to see if you keep.
Oh, and this
on-
time, god damn, this time Reginald is going, because Reginald is overbearing, so he's going to help. And
that's his
look at the
his
tracks
weakness,
over
right?
here. Yes.
Yeah.
A few more minutes to get my weakness in there. Yes, can you see the broken twigs? There we go. Very nice.
Damn. Did that rest get rid of my scared?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that condition's gone.
So I see the tracks.
You do. So you rolled a success. Awesome. So yeah, you keep following the tracks and you pass into a forest. So this is Cerriel. You know, you've heard rumblings in Outskirts and on your journeys of the Iron Forest. And its tall trees are looming over you as you enter it. And all falls quiet as the sun dips down. And what little sunlight there is before night completely falls is chased away by the trees.
Hmm.
So you guys are deep inside the forest. Pine needles are crunching underfoot. The horses seem a bit skittish. It's darker than night in here.
Maybe we should set up camp.
As much as I don't want to leave the child in the hands of these hooligans, I think you're right. I can't see anything, and I am not gonna do my light spell. Don't have enough willpower. I need to rest.
Gideon know how long like this sacrifice ritual takes?
No, you don't know about that. You know of this. So you've heard rumors of people worshiping spiders, people kidnapping other people or creatures to sacrifice to the spider in hopes of their wishes being granted, their desires being met, revenge, who knows what. It's all kinds of dark magic or beliefs.
What?
So you guys are going to set up camp? Okay, so let's make camp, everybody. Does everybody have the proper equipment?
Well, first of all, Day is going to climb a tree.
Okay. Day climbs a
Get
tree.
her sleeping fur and...
Do you guys all have sleeping furs or tents or anything like that?
Oh, yeah. The wolf can vanish with the tent.
Oh no, he took the tent. Morning Cloak. Nub remembered Morning Cloak has the tent. Yikes. Does everyone have sleeping furs?
Yeah.
Okay. So the way this works, and I know we haven't done this in a while, but I thought it'd be fun to do the mini game, I guess. So you guys all need to roll bushcraft to find a suitable resting place. So it is a regular roll because you have a sleeping fur. And if the roll fails, the shift does not count as sleep, nor can it be used as a shift rest.
Hmm.
How did everybody do? No good?
Reginald can't sleep.
Oh,
Yeah,
I had the
no.
best sleep of my life.
I pushed
No
my roll.
sleep.
Failed.
You pushed and failed too?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Okay. So your camp does not... How did Gideon do?
I passed.
Okay. So you are able to find a suitable resting spot with your animal furs, I guess, or your sleeping furs. And unfortunately, Reginald and Cerriel just can't seem to settle down. Perhaps it is the haunting trees around them. Or perhaps it's a sound that they hear right at this moment. It sounds as if something very large is creeping through the trees. And you look up, and it almost looks as if the trees itself, or themselves, are moving. And they're approaching. And that's where we're going to end tonight, everybody. In the Iron Forest. Trying to save little poor Rorik from being sacrificed, perhaps. So thank you for hanging out with us tonight, everybody. And Nub, thank you. Second week goes because actually Jess and I will be in Free League's motherland. We're going to be in Sweden, everybody. So we're going to be in Stockholm. We're going to be in Gothenburg, Copenhagen even. I know it's Denmark. So if any Swedes out there want to hang out, have a Dragonbane meetup, let us know. Join the Discord. DM me. Free League, let's hang out. Let's talk about Dragonbane and all the awesome stuff you guys got cooking up. All right, so yeah, at least 1 week, maybe 2. We get back like right before game day, so we'll see how our jet lag is working out. But thank you guys. She's like, yep. Thank you guys as always for watching, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, always keep an eye on the Discord and the YouTube community post for where we're going to be and when we're going to stream next. So thanks again as always. See you guys.